Hi, welcome to Chicago Magazine's In the Kitchen. Today we are making an olive oil brownie from Café Marie-Jeanne. All right, first things first, we're gonna melt some chocolate. Okay, so we've got about 7 tablespoons of butter and then about 4 ounces of like a mid-level dark chocolate. This is about 60, 70 is probably good here. Then you're gonna let it gracefully and gently melt over some simmering water. Once it's all melted, you're gonna take it off the heat and let it cool. And while it's cooling, you can move on to the next part of the recipe. All right, so we're gonna get our wet ingredients all together. 4 eggs to start out with. Then we're gonna add in about 1/3 cup of crème fraîche. About 3/4 cup of sugar. And a tablespoon of vanilla. And we'll whisk that business all together. Last thing to do here is we're gonna add our melted chocolate and butter mixture into this glorious whisked sugar and butter situation. All right. Then whisk that all together. And if you want to just stop here and start eating it with like a spoon or your hands, like, acceptable. I approve. All right. Okay, dry ingredient time. So we've got about 3/4 cup of flour as well. About 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. And then a little salt as well. I'm just gonna sift that. There we go. And then get it nice and evenly distributed. And then we can add our wet ingredients. We're gonna make a nice little well in the center of it, so just excavate a little hole there. And then we will pour our wet ingredients into it. Okay. There we go. And so you're just gonna mix it just until it's combined. You don't wanna over mix it. This way they'll stay nice and fudgy. So that's ready to go. Got a 9x12 pan. We're gonna butter it first. That's not all we're doing. Get ready. Because we're also gonna dust some chocolate into the butter just because. Get that nice and evenly distributed in the pan. Then we're gonna add the brownie mix. I have chocolate on me again, and you know what? I don't care. So yeah, just spread it. It's pretty dense. So once it's just about even, or you've lost the will to keep trying, as I have. It'll go in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes at 350 degrees. So after about 16 to 20 minutes in the oven, these guys should be ready to go. They're gonna be a little underdone in the middle, so the toothpick's not gonna come out clean, but around the edges they should look done, and then we'll just let them cool for a little bit. We're almost to the finish line. Put some finishing touches on these brownies. Dust them with a little bit of the leftover sugar, which we've already done, and also some cocoa powder if you'd like. It's optional, but I mean, at this point, why not? And then we're gonna get it ready to serve. So these are olive oil brownies. You may have noticed there is no olive oil up to this point. We've reached olive oil o'clock. So drizzle it. You want a good olive oil for this. Then you're gonna top it with some chopped and toasted hazelnuts. And then we're gonna top it with a scoop of the honey bean vanilla from Jenny's. And then we're gonna eat. Here we go. I will admit, this is not the sexiest thing I've ever made, but it tastes really freaking good. Oh man. The olive oil just adds a little bit of a savory note. It's not super over the top, but it just balances out the richness of the chocolate a lot. I cannot recommend ice cream enough with this. My God. I need to be alone with my thoughts right now, so goodbye.